What is going on, guys? My name is Gabe and this is Create in Motion. Nike and Apple did something awesome. So today we're looking at the Nike and Apple collaboration on the Apple iWatch Series 2. Okay, so going into more depth to what I said before, this is Nike and Apple's attempt to design and create a more athlete-oriented device. And just to say it straight out, I think they did a very good job at this, really. Now before we go into more tech details of the watch, let's cover the appearance. So the model that we are looking at today here on the table is the 42mm Space Gray. So the 42mm is the larger of the two watches. Personally, to me, the bigger one is better, but that is because I like to have the bigger profile on my wrist. And also it makes it a little bit easier to see what is on the screen. You guys may have noticed in the beginning of the video in the preview shots that we do have a tempered glass screen protector on this watch. That's just to preserve this screen to make sure it is nice and crisp at all times, but that is up to you guys if you really want to have one of those on. Okay, so the first thing that we want to look at now is the wristband. The wristband that you're seeing on this watch today is the Nike wristband that comes on all of the Nike watches. It comes in different colors. You can choose what color you guys want, but we got it in the gray and black that matches that space gray color great. This band is super easy to put on your wrist. Literally just wrap it around and click it right into one of the places and then slip the excess through the slot that's right there. And it is literally as easy as that. Because of all the holes, you guys can choose what size you want, how tight you want it to be, how loose you want it to be. It is really easy to form to many different size wrists, large, small, whatever you guys want. There also is an extra band that comes in the box for larger hands or larger wrists and smaller wrists. So Apple and Nike really did make this customizable for anybody to use. As far as the wristband goes, there are so many selections that you guys have. You can use the band that comes on the watch if you love that one, or if you guys want to purchase some other wristbands, you can definitely do that. You can buy them directly from Apple, or you can even get third-party wristbands, which can be a lot cheaper than the Apple ones run for. Here we have two different ones that we have today. These bands are super easy to connect and disconnect from the watch. All you do is press the two buttons that are on the back of the watch and slide that band out, and then slide the new one back in, and they click in nicely, they fit, they're sturdy, and they just work great. The only thing that I noticed that maybe can give people a hard time is how small those buttons are, and you really have to get in and push those down all the way in order to slide that band out. Someone like me who has really big fingers, it can get a little hard, and I was fiddling around with it at first, but once you get it down, it's pretty easy to get, and you could just do it again and again. I don't see why you would be changing the band all the time, but if you have bands for different occasions and you do change them often, well, then you just get used to it. Okay, now moving on to the body of the watch, which is the watch itself. The first thing you guys are gonna notice from the Series 1, which is different now on the Series 2, is the back of the Apple Watch. The back on the Series 2 is now a ceramic back versus the glass/shiny back on the Series 1, and the ceramic backing is so much better. It makes the watch housing so much more durable, less prone to accidents and damage to the watch itself, and it gives it an all-around better and cleaner look in my personal opinion. And then also on the back, you will notice the sensors that Apple has on there that fit to your wrist tightly and nicely. Apple has pretty much perfected these sensors to track all of your activities throughout the day, and you can track all of that through the app directly on the watch or through the app on your smartphone. Now let's talk about how Nike is involved with this watch. So as you guys know, Nike is a more fitness-oriented company, So that is what they wanted to bring to this product. Naturally, the way to involve themselves into iWatch is through the Activities app. Now you can view your activities on your phone and the Apple iWatch, so there are apps on both of those devices. Now I know you can view your fitness and your movements throughout the day from your phone, especially when it's in your pocket, but your phone isn't in your pocket at all times of the day. The watch is always on you. So that alone is going to give you a more accurate read of your steps and your goals throughout the day. Now, one advantage that the Nike iWatch does have is it will send you reminders. If you're slacking a little bit for the day, the Nike iWatch is going to recognize that and it's gonna tell you, hey, get up and move a little bit. Let's say you're going for a run. You don't like to carry your phone on your run. It's big, it's clumpy, it's just a hassle to run with sometimes. The watch is easy, and when you're running, you won't even realize it's on your hand. Then, when you're done with your run, you can track it right from your wrist, see how many steps you did, see how far you ran, and it's literally that simple. You could scroll up and down in the Activities app to view different statistics from the day, and you can set your goals higher or lower depending on what you want to achieve. Okay, now moving away from the Nike part of this watch, let's just talk about what is in all the new iWatches. All of the new Series 2 iWatches, and that is the GPS feature. This is one of the major parts where the second iWatch stands apart from the first version. The first version watch, you needed to have your phone with you and you could just basically display the GPS onto the watch. Now the second iWatch has a GPS built right in, so you no longer need to have your phone. And this is especially great for when you're exercising and you're running. And this makes the Apple-Nike collaboration that much better. You don't need to have your phone with you. Literally all you need is a watch. You could set your GPS to your destination, you could follow it from your wrist, and it tracks all of your activities. It really doesn't get much better than that. That is spectacular. Truly, this feature on the Apple iWatch 2 stands it out from the one before it and a lot of other smartwatches out there. So what else can you do from your iWatch? Well, there is so much more. You can answer calls, you can call people, you could text back, send an email, check your calendar. This watch is the best watch in the game. You could do practically anything from it. Almost an infinite amount of possibilities that you can do with this watch. There's so many configurations and there are just so many more things that you could do that I can't even begin to cover in one video. So that sums up our review of the Nike Apple collaboration on the iWatch Series 2. I hope you guys did enjoy. There are just so many features to this watch and it is truly a phenomenal device. I'm sure in other videos of the watch they go way more in depth than we just did, but I just wanted to cover the basics on the Nike part of this watch, and I think we hit the nail on the head with that. So I'm going to sum this video up, but before I end it, I just want to inform you guys about our video that's going to be going up next week, which is a week from today. We are going to be doing our very first giveaway on this channel, and what we are giving away is what we will be reviewing next week. So if you guys want to see that, definitely make sure to subscribe, come back next week, and check that out. Anyways guys, my name is Gabe, this has been Create in Motion, and I will see you all in my next video. My love is burnt out. My love is burnt in the sun.